summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Dart. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here's Dart. Finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Etienne. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing his dart. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To the air, Dart. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants have taken the lead. And Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think this...
There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Joe Mixon, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Was really good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Boy, shifts past him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset.
And got his man complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To the air, Penix. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the gun, Dart. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Handoff running left is ETN. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Now Dart. His throw incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Running out of the gun with ETN. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. York able to send this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. Dart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. And this pass broken off. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Cade York on for the field goal.
York able to send this one through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw with Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Penix. Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Throwing again, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mixon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. He'll try to pick it up himself. This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down, Giants.
Play action now. Dart. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. A play fake, and now it's Dart. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Walker. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Trevor Etienne, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a good start right there. This game has changed pretty dramatically in the last few minutes. So now these guys are forced to play from behind here. And that's a positive first step towards claiming this lead right back.
Throwing, Dart. And that's complete. Etienne out of the backfield. Oh, a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Dart. Open man downfield is Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
First down. First and 10 at the 21.
Here's Dart once more. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Malik Neighbors with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
Falcons 31. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running left, it's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. To throw, Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2. To throw is Dart. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trevor Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The York on now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
York to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. it's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that babe, well alright. Tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it?
Like I'm on TV, playing both sides of you. Shout out to your friends. I've been going crazy, shot. I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She tryna go. I just been tripping out. This whole nother level shot. I got it on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna. Oh, hold up. I got this me. She tryna show me some. Hold up. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like they ain't know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that? I chose up. All in the kitchen can't get it cold up. Like they know it. Double O cactus that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give it a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the East J. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun dun dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, 5, 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8, you know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant who came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. The album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.